Hello. So I've got some things we're going to be doing today. This video is going to be in 3 parts. First part is that we're going to be opening up a Pokemon Go TCG booster and a Pokemon McDonald's little booster pack. Then I'm going to be going over my Pokemon Go account as of today, which is the 22nd, I think, or 21st of October 2022. And then we'll be going through my Pokemon card collection. So it's a 3-parter. I previously did videos on my Pokemon card collection and my Pokemon Go account back in 2019. And I thought since it's been a while, I wanted to do like a little update. Picked up this Pokemon Go booster pack recently, and I also got 3 other cards with it that I've wanted. First card is the Hisuian Decidueye V. Very cool. We also have the Solgaleo card from Pokemon Celebrations that I wanted. And the Charmander card from Pokemon Go. This was like a promo card that came in a certain like box you could buy. That's kind of why it took so long for me to get this pack, because this card hadn't come out. But I really like it. I think it's very cool. Okay, so we're going to start the McDonald's Pokemon booster, which Pokemon was at McDonald's in the UK and US and everywhere for a while. And these are like predetermined. I think there's like 12 cards in the set. There isn't many, but I did end up picking up this. Went up to McDonald's one of the days and just brought it. I've got a second pack from my sister went one of the days. She just gave it to me because she went alone. And I think she had like a bunch of the cards. But this is Rowlet, you know, one of my favourite Pokemon, so I'm very happy that I got this cardboard sleeve, even though it doesn't really matter what cardboard sleeve you get. So within it, we've got all this stuff that doesn't really matter. But what we care about is the booster pack. Which, as I said, the cards are predetermined, but we've got a match battle Pokemon card game pack. 4 additional cards. This is made out of like, not cardboard. Is it cardboard? I don't know. Not cardboard. It's like a different material to the actual card packs. But you've got Pokemon cards like Pikachu, Rowlet, Growlithe, and more. And these were at McDonald's during the summer of this year, so during August mostly, I think. But I have had this for like weeks. I actually got this on Dino Community Day in Pokemon Go, which was in like June. Was it Dino Community Day? No, it wasn't Dino Community Day. I'm stupid. It was Zigzagoon Community Day that I got it on. But hopefully we can get some cool cards. I'd really like to get the Pikachu. Ugh, I'm trying to see if you can actually read all this properly. I hope you can. I do try my best with the lighting in these videos, even though I'll admit the lighting isn't really the best. Gossifleur, Chinchou. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm trying to see if you can see like the bottom of the cards. I feel like you can't see them very well. Maybe you can and I'm just stupid. Fluffy. And Beware. So those are the 4 cards we got. Sadly, we didn't get the Pikachu one, which I kind of wanted. But we did get 4 cards. Very cool. I'm trying to like move my light that I have so you can actually, you know, kind of get an idea for the text. And then we'll go on to the Pokemon Go booster pack, which this is a kind of small set, I think. But, you know, I do play Pokemon Go. I've played it a bunch, so I'm happy to see a Pokemon card set based on it. Really hoping to get one of the Ditto cards in here, but I don't know if we will. But there are like shiny Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, which would be pretty cool to get. But as I said, my main goal, honestly, is just to get the Ditto card and just to enjoy this set. Try to open this where I'm not looking at it because I don't want to get spoiled on the colour of the, you know, card, the code card that they give you, because that can really spoil, you know, what cards you're gonna get a crazy rare one or not. So, first card is Camerupt. Very cool. I have a shiny Camerupt in Pokemon Go. I got like a shiny Numel. I hope you can see that okay. I mean, you kind of can. It's mainly just the bottom that you can't see. So I'm like, can I move the light a bit more so that you can actually see the bottom of the card? Maybe I just need to lift the light up a bit more. There we go. That does give you quite a glare, but you can at least see that. So we've got Camerupt, the Egg Incubator, which I know all about. Wartortle, very cool card. As I said, I'm hoping for Ditto, but we got Bidoof, our Lord and Saviour. You'll know if it's a Ditto card. I think Bidoof, Spinarak, and something else can be, because there'll be like a Ditto icon and you'll be able to peel it off, which doesn't look like you can on here. Charmander. Very happy Charmander. Apom, who's hard to catch, which is kind of accurate. Apom can be a pain to catch. Bulbasaur. Very nice. Can we get Squirtle? Chansey, which you always catch when you see it in Pokemon Go because they're great to put in gyms. Zapdos. And then we've got one more card after Zapdos. A V-Star. Oh, that's like the V-Star like thing they give you. And then the extra card that we got looks like... Here's the code card. Use it or don't use it. And the final card we got is a Alolan Rattata. So, overall, pretty cool. We didn't get anything like insane, but... You know, I only brought one pack, so I can't really be surprised. I definitely will try and buy one of the Ditto cards, because I think they're very cool. I really like them. So, with that being done, let's now move on to my Pokemon Go account, and I'll be kind of just showing you it, and, you know, what Pokemon I have, and the progress I've made into that game. Hello everyone, so now we're going to just take a quick look at my Pokemon Go account as of today, which is the 24th of October 2022. I did one of these videos back in 2019 and I thought it might be quite fun to do another one now, just to kind of show, I guess, my progress in Pokemon Go since then. So I guess we'll talk firstly about my Pokemon Go play history. As you can see there, I started the game on the 29th of December 2016. I didn't get to play it during the original summer hype, sadly, because I didn't have a phone, but I did start as soon as I got a phone, which I did for Christmas in 2016. Or I guess 2016. And throughout 2017, I played Pokemon Go pretty much every day, on my way to school and on the way back from school. So that was like half an hour every day that I'd play. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. I didn't really play on weekends though. But Monday to Friday I would play. And then when 2018 started, I started playing Pokemon Go a lot less. I still played it a little bit, but nowhere near the amount that I used to. I got really big into Fire Emblem Heroes, and so I used to just play a lot of that instead. And eventually I found out that my phone wouldn't support Pokemon Go anymore, because they were getting rid of their support for like the older iPhones. So of course I just couldn't play it after that. And then at the start of 2019, I got my new phone, another one, and I could play Pokemon Go again, so I did, and I kind of got back into a similar routine where I played it Monday to Friday on the way to and from school, and that's when I started making Pokemon Go, you know, videos on this channel around that time, and I was pretty big into it. However, I started kind of weighing off in the second part of 2019, so like the September, October, November. I was in a bad spot in general in life, and I just didn't play Go as well, like, not necessarily because of that, but I just didn't play it that much. I mean, I still did, like, events like community days and stuff, but I definitely didn't play it as much as I, like, used to. And then it was kind of a similar fate throughout 2020, where I'd pick it up every so often. I know that I played it during the different events they had going on. They had one for like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh. I remember playing those, which were like field research, and you'd get like a legendary at the end. And then I did also play a little bit when they added Kalos Pokemon in. 2021 was very similar, where I didn't really play that often. That was until summer of 2021. I went on holiday in August, and from that point onwards, I played Pokemon Go pretty much every day. And from then to now, so it's been a year and a bit, I've played Pokemon Go pretty much nearly every day since then. I mean, some days I play more than others, but I have been playing, and that's how I've got to level 39. I do want to get to level 40 at some point, but I don't know if I want to go past level 40, because I see level 41 to 50 as like artificial content. It's hard to describe what I mean, but it's like stuff that's been added to the game just so there's more to do. You know, it wasn't necessarily intended, but we'll see. I might go to level 50, but I at least just want to get to level 40. So this is my account, Pikachu2002, and my buddy Pokemon is Blaze, who is my original starter, who I got when I started playing. I have 80 friends, because friends are a big thing in Pokemon Go. They're like the best way to get EXP and items and stuff. So this is my friend code in case you want to add me, feel free to. And here's just some of my stats, like distance, Pokemon, Pokestops, and XP. Then we'll go on to the medals. I've got 26 collection challenge medals, and I do like collection challenges. They're pretty fun, gives you something to do. And as you can see, I did start September of 2021. That's kind of when I, as I said, got back into it and pretty big into it. So I'll just go through all my medals and show you how close I am to completing them. I do have 2 platinum medals, which are the Kanto and Johto Pokedexes. I don't necessarily plan on grabbing every platinum medal, but I do want to grab some of them. I mean, if I ever do decide to get to level 50, I will need a lot of platinum medals, but they're just kind of stuff I'm passively working on. You can see a bunch of these I am on the gold medal for, where I'm like starting to kind of make some headway, but a lot of these I'm not necessarily that far in. A lot of the PvP stuff especially, because I'm not really into PvP stuff. I mainly play Pokemon Go just to catch Pokemon. So that's kind of why a lot of these medals I haven't really done that much work to. But as I said, I'm not like necessarily big on these medals, but I do like trying to complete some of them. Though you don't really get much. I mean, you get some items for some of them, but a lot of them you kind of just don't get anything. But these are most of the medals. And that's all of them. And then there is also the type medals, which I've completed 3 of: the normal, flying, and water. Type medals I actually do want to complete because they give you a catching bonus, as you can see. But these are the ones I definitely want to. And they're quite grindy, but you can kind of alleviate that with the quick catch technique, which is a technique to catch Pokemon really fast. You probably know it, but I'm just going to show you guys, in case you don't know. I didn't discover it, but it's like all over Pokemon Go YouTube. So pretty much you need to take the Pokeball or Berry Tray and like pull it out. And then you throw, you catch the Pokemon, and then you'll end up in the berry menu. You can tap that, and you can click the run button, and you can catch stuff. So that was my stats. Now let's go into the Pokedex. As I said, I did complete the Kanto and Johto Pokedexes, and then the rest are kind of at different stages of completion. Hoenn, I'm missing a lot of the regional Pokemon. Of course, Kecleon hasn't been released. Then there's also Rayquaza, who I just don't have, but I really want to. I want to get a shiny when he comes out. Sinnoh was kind of a similar story. And then Unova. Unova's where we start to have some like cracks. The main thing I'm grinding at the moment is pseudo-legendary Pokemon like Axew, Gumi, and Jangmo-o. And as you can see, there are like just stuff missing. Of course, some of this stuff just hasn't been released. But this is the main reason I play Pokemon Go, to catch Pokemon. So that's why I have a lot of Pokemon in my Pokedex. Here's my Megas. I don't really Mega Evolve that often, because I don't do Mega Raids. Here's my event Pokemon collection. I quite like them. They're pretty fun. Here's my shinies. What I will say on my shinies is that I don't necessarily still have all of these. Some of these have been traded to Pokemon Home or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I don't necessarily have all of them still. But these are all the shinies I've kind of ever had. A lot of them, as you can see, are Community Day Pokemon, because that's where you get like a lot of shinies from. But especially as we come into Unova, there are quite a few shiny legendaries I got, which I only really got trying to get the base legendary, and I just happened to get a shiny one. 3 stars doesn't really matter. Here's my shadows. I don't really collect shadow Pokemon, but I do battle quite a lot of Team Rocket, and I just purify what I can. So you can see here we are on the overworld with my buddy. And then we'll go into my bag just so you can kind of see I have 600 item storage. And then we'll go into Pokemon. So we'll start with a few like notable Pokemon I want to talk about. As I said, here's my starter Blaze. I got her the day the game came out, or the day I got the game, I should say. You can see here she is. She doesn't have the best stats, but she's my original starter. I best buddied her, I mega evolve her, and I do want to max out her stats. Got Christmas Pikachu, who I really wanted to catch when I started playing the game. I was very excited for Christmas Pikachu, and I was so glad that I was able to get him. And here's just some of my older Pokemon. You can see a lot of them are Gen 1 and Gen 2. This Lapras has a pretty cool memory attached to it, where one day when I was walking home from school, it spawned like on the nearby at a library near my house, and I remember running and going and catching it. This was back when like Lapras was kind of rare, because Pokemon Go was kind of changed in terms of Pokemon rarity, and I made a Reddit post about it, how I don't really like how it is now, where back in the day, you know, they used to release like a whole generation of Pokemon at once, and it was pretty exciting to go out every day and see what Pokemon you could catch and then, you know, grind them up. But now they only release like one Pokemon every like fortnight or so as part of like an event, which in terms of grinding is pretty good, because you can literally just, you know, catch a few when it comes out, when it's common, and then you've got it in the Pokedex. But I do kind of miss the old style. This Gardevoir's pretty cool. Best buddied it. It came from Gardevoir Community Day. And also shout out to Decidueye, my favourite Pokemon ever. One of my favourite days to play Pokemon Go ever was when they released a Alola in Pokemon Go. It was just so fun. I caught a bunch of the starters, and I grinded out this Decidueye within a few days. I best buddied it, and I also got this one, which is like, it's a 3-star. You know, it has pretty good stats. Speaking of stats, I'll show you my 100% IV Pokemon. Here they all are. I do have a party hat Charizard. I got a party hat Charmander, because I got this shiny Slugma, and then after that I just got a bunch like within similar days. But they're pretty cool. And we'll also go with my shinies, and I'll put them in chronological order if I can. My first ever Community Day was Swine-Up Community Day. We've got this Mischievous, which there's a video of me catching this on this channel. And then you can see we have the rest of them. A lot of it is Community Days. And there are other stuff just kind of dropped in here, kind of just whatever I have. But there are 2 specific shinies that I really want to shout out if I can find them, because they're like kind of rare. The first one is this Pokemon World's Pikachu that I got shiny just randomly. And there is also this Party Hat Pikachu, both of which are like insanely rare, and I could trade them, I suppose, for like some pretty rare stuff. But here's the rest of my shinies. I actually just got a shiny today, an Absol. So I guess that's kind of everything I want to show about my account. I mean, you can compare this to my 2019 video and just kind of see, you know, how far I guess I've come, I should say. Not like it's that much of an achievement, but I just thought it was cool to kind of look back, reminisce on a few specific Pokemon. I'm just going to show you how I'm doing, and I do still play Pokemon Go quite a lot. So now let's move on to my Pokemon card collection that I want to show you all. I did a video of that also in 2019, but I thought it might be quite nice to update it. So now we're getting on to the final part of the video, which is my Pokemon card collection, which is mainly housed in this Vortex binder. I'm definitely a middling collector of Pokemon cards, and that usually when a new set comes out, I'll buy like a booster pack. But that's kind of about it, and I do you know, buy like other Pokemon TCG products like tins and boxes sometimes. And I've been collecting since about 2017, which for my birthday is when I got my first like Pokemon card like box or whatever you want to call them. Though I had brought like one random booster pack before then, because my school had this thing called Vivo points, which you could get for being like, good in school and stuff, and then you could like redeem them to like buy actual like products and stuff. And I did spend some of my Vivos on a pack of Pokemon cards. They are in here, or like some of the cards from the pack are, I think I've lost some of them. The Trubbish card on like the second page was one of the cards from that pack, I remember. But yeah, these are all the cards I have. They're not really organised for the most part, but, you know, I just kind of wanted to have all the cards somewhere. But a lot of these are ones that I pulled from packs, though some of them are from promotions, and I brought some of them, like this Rosa card. I won most of the pack, or the binder, I should say, isn't organised. Some are, like that page is my Pokemon Black and White 2 kind of like team and stuff. And the first page and second page are like some of my favourite Pokemon ever, but as I said, the reason that I did buy some of the cards is because it's easier to buy them and cheaper than to try and pull them. Sorry if you can hear fireworks outside, because there's a lot going like off, but I've been trying to record this video like millions of times, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. I don't think it's that loud, and I hope the camera work is okay. I had to look back at my old 2019 card collection just to kind of see how I did the work in terms of the camera work. That Dot Primape's a pretty old card, pretty cool. It's from my stepdad's mom's house. I think it was one of his brothers, and he found it, and so he gave it to me because he knows I like Pokemon. That's from Celebrations. Those are two McDonald's cards. That's Pokemon Go Charmander. Those are from a Toys R Us promotion that they did, and that was from when I went to see Pokemon I Choose You at the cinema and got some like cool stuff with that, like a code for a Pikachu, like a special Pikachu. That card's pretty cool, that Curlier. So it came in a check lane blister, I think they're called, where you get a booster pack as well as a random card, or not like a random card, like it's a predetermined one, and then like a coin. And I pulled a really good card out of that Curlier check lane blister that we'll see later on. As I said, this isn't really organised. Just gonna throw all the cards in wherever I could fit them. But I like Pokemon cards because I like Pokemon. A lot of these are just ones I like the art of, or I like the Pokemon on said art. We're just kind of going through all of them. I will organise them at some point, they're just not organised as of yet. Because I'm lazy, if I'm being honest. But I do have a lot of memories with some of these cards. That is a Marnie Full Art Trainer that I pulled, but I might sell it at some point, so that's kind of why it's there. And that's the card that I really like, because I got it one of the days from that check lane blister that I got, you know, the Curlier one. And it was when I went out with my nan one time, because I don't really go out with her anymore. She doesn't really go out, you know, she's kind of too old to be going out all the time. But it was a fun shopping trip. I got some other stuff that I remember then. This Dragapult binder contains my Pokemon Sun and Moon card collection, because I would like a card of every Pokemon that was introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So like every Pokemon from Alola pretty much, because it's my favourite region and my favourite generation. I do have a bunch of random cards that I just kind of threw in here for now. But eventually I will, you know, replace them with the actual Pokemon. I've got like a kind of complete collection, but there are, as you can see, a lot of spaces. So that's that booster. I also just have like a random stack of Pokemon cards somewhere as well. But that's my card collection. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the video. And I'll see you all some other time. Hope you have a good day.